Have you ever wondered why some conversations leave you feeling drained while others energize you? It all comes down to emotional boundaries. These are the invisible lines that define how we interact with others, ensuring we maintain our mental and emotional health. Whether at work, at home, or just hanging out with friends, these boundaries dictate the amount of emotional energy we invest. They protect us, prevent burnout, and conserve our inner energy for the things that truly matter. Indeed, emotional boundaries act as invisible barriers that shield our inner peace. Consider Laura and Mark, close friends who share everything with each other. They have a bond that spans years, a friendship woven with shared experiences and secrets. Yet, despite this closeness, there's a recurring issue that leaves Laura feeling emotionally drained after their conversations. Mark, often grappling with his own problems, finds solace in unloading his worries onto Laura. This unloading becomes a habitual act for Mark, a release valve for his pent-up emotions. Unaware of the emotional toll his actions take on Laura, he continues this trend, using their friendship as his personal sounding board. Laura, on her end, finds herself burdened with Mark's problems. She feels an obligation to lend a sympathetic ear, to be there for her friend. But over time, this obligation becomes overwhelming. Mark's issues start to weigh heavily on her, leaving her emotionally exhausted. She begins to dread their conversations, the very thing that once brought them closer. This story of Laura and Mark serves as a mirror, reflecting a common issue many of us face: the lack of emotional boundaries. It underscores the importance of setting these boundaries to safeguard our emotional well-being. It reminds us that while it's good to be there for our friends, it's equally important to ensure we're not being emotionally depleted in the process. Laura's story is a clear example of how a lack of emotional boundaries can lead to unintended emotional exhaustion. Emotional boundaries aren't about shutting people out, they're about maintaining your well-being. In a world that seldom pauses, it's crucial to establish these boundaries to safeguard your emotional energy. Think of them as invisible parameters that help you manage your feelings, ensuring you're not absorbing the emotional upheaval of others. Setting emotional boundaries can be the key to prevent emotional exhaustion, allowing you to maintain healthier relationships. You see, when you're constantly exposed to the emotional turmoil of others, it can leave you feeling drained, affecting your ability to connect meaningfully. It's also essential to remember that it's perfectly okay to say no when a conversation or situation makes you uncomfortable. Saying no doesn't make you selfish or uncaring. Rather, it's a sign that you respect your own emotional space, just as you respect that of others. Remember, setting emotional boundaries doesn't mean you care any less. It just means you're taking care of your own emotional health.